Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Shawners here. As most people know, I'm a very avid main Jyn player, and you can kind of see my new deck. I used to have the Pathfinders and the what was the other? The Twi'lek Flamethrowers in place of the Phoenix Squadron and Rebel Troopers, but I've been using this Jyn deck, and I kind of just want to show it off. Um, no, I think I faced a better Maul that I beat, but we'll just go through some games that I won. This is a level 4 Seventh Sister that I faced. We'll just go over why Jyn is so deadly in 1v1. It mainly comes down to the ability of poking towers, and you'll see what I mean. But we'll just watch some gameplay. So they start off with a heavy push immediately. I go ahead and place my partisan. So you see I place my partisan behind my turret, so I can kind of get it away from as much damage as possible. And I placed my really small units up top, and I placed a rocket trooper on the bottom just to do some poke damage. And so this Seven Sister is a really smart strategy, whereas if I play cards in front of this tower here on the bottom screen, it's going to basically do some chip damage to my tower. And so I just go ahead and ion mine, and so you can see they have level 14 commons. I have level 11 commons and one level 10 common, but I'm really not scared of what this Seven Sister has to offer. Because right now I can go ahead and poke the tower, which I'm going to do right here. So Jyn can constantly do poke damage, and that's kind of what makes her so deadly in this metagame, especially is you can always do turret damage and you can always chip away. So she goes ahead, the Seven Sisters, she goes ahead and places some things to try and nullify. So I place again my partisan behind everything, so I can start doing a bunch of damage to multiple things. We can get rid of these turrets here. It's really not big of a deal. But again, she's doing minimal chip damage with that laser turret, which is just a weird concept. But I'm going to go ahead and place a rocket trooper. I can go ahead and Phoenix Squadron them out, take care of that, and then go ahead and poke damage on her tower again. Whenever I want, I'm kind of waiting. So right now I can go ahead and poke the tower again. So you can see I'm taking the tower away, and I've done more tower damage than she has, and the Seventh Sister is way higher level. But Jyn is such a very bait and poke game, so she pulls her unique in, so I can go ahead and protect my tower. After he did his taunt, that's the whole point of the facing the Seventh Sister, is that so she would taunt, and now look at my push. My push is way stronger than she wanted to have. And I'm gonna go ahead and basically kill her, throw my poke at the tower, and then go ahead and take it out with an airstrike, and now I can back away. So you can kind of see Jyn's just mainly a poke and, I don't know, deal damage. So I can put my Phoenix Squadron. She can go ahead and take my tower if she wants. I'm not really worried about it, because if I kill her, I can go ahead and place my rocket trooper wherever I need to. So she did a really good thing by taunting. So you see I placed my rocket trooper on the top of the tower, and now I'm going to go ahead and try and pull away all of her stuff. I'm not really worried about it. I can go ahead and throw a POW down or my partisan, or I can just go ahead and airstrike her to death. And so here's one thing. She stayed way too close to the middle, and that allowed me to kill her and get a bunch of units down. So that was the end of the game here. But basically, if you stay too close to the middle as anybody facing Jyn, you are going to lose. It's kind of hard to watch this, but these are just some really good games that I got while I was playing with this new Jyn deck, and I think it's super fun to be Jyn. So here is a Darth Maul deck that's pretty high level. So you can just see I beat a lot of different varieties of decks with this specific tailor-made Jyn deck. So Darth Maul is really tough because Darth Maul doesn't really die. He's got a lot of HP. Level 3 Darth Maul is basically like a level 4 leader on the light side. So I found out that if you are Jyn, you can take on the Assassin Spider Droid by yourself. So I went ahead and got some chip damage off on one tower, and I put an ion mine down, and I'm not worrying about this Spider Droid on the bottom. You see what I mean? I'm placing units, so now I pull the Spider Droid away, and I can go ahead and melee it to death, because I will do way more damage than it can possibly think of doing to me, because Jyn has more DPS as a melee user. So You can see my partisan and my POW push on the top did enough offense to scare them all away, and I can go ahead and just chip the tower. And so the Maul can push into me however he wants, but I'm not scared of the Assassin Droid, because if he leaves the Assassin Droid alone, I can go ahead and force rush the other tower, like he's going to do here. So I see the Assassin Droid. I'm just going to go ahead and waste some units on the bottom side. The Assassin Droid's still coming in on the top, right? But he already has a good push on the bottom, and I can take out the Assassin Droid whenever I need to. I put Phoenix Squadron on the bottom to take care of that. But see, I'm right here taking care of the Assassin Droid, and I'm not worried about it at all. So I go ahead and put my Phoenix Squadron that didn't get touched on the bottom with a Rocket Trooper, and that's going to do so much turret damage. I don't really care if I die here. I can go ahead and poke the other turret. POW's going to do a bunch of damage to that turret. So I'm doing double the turret damage than this Maul is, because the Maul is just placing units down and not really trying to care about it. So I let Maul go ahead and take my top tower. And so again, it's just a spider assassin droid. Jyn can go ahead and melee this thing to death, as you can see here. And these units that are coming into my main tower aren't going to go anywhere. I put my partisan down, which basically destroys Maul's unique. Partisan's like one of the best things to counter Maul's unique. I go ahead and put my rocket trooper on the other side. I sniped Maul because he was just standing in the middle, and that's not what you want to do. And then I got a bunch of units on top. If you were playing Jyn, don't stand around in the middle. You will get sniped. You will die, as you saw there. So that's basically the end of that game. We can keep looking through some of my other games, though. I play a lot of Jyn. I think Jyn's one of my most favorite. So this is a pretty high-level Krennic, too, that I won against. But Jyn's my favorite leader because of the poke damage and the poke strategy. It still works. It's basically Jyn's passive buffs all organic ranged units. So all my deck units are ranged, and some airstrike stuff and ion mine. So I already see that he's going to try and slow push, and I'm just going to go ahead and take out his unique because T70 does a crap ton of damage. So again, I'm not really scared of the spider droid at all. I have the partisan and the Phoenix Squadron to put down, and so I place my ion mine down. I see he's just going to keep trying to. So I put Phoenix Squadron down. He's going to keep trying to just loading this one lane. I put Phoenix Squadron. I haven't placed my partisan yet, but I can place my partisan now or POW down because that has a lot of HP. POW is a great unit. It slows down enemy organic units, and as you can see, I can go ahead and poke this tower, and POW actually does a crap ton of turret damage if he has a lot of HP against it. So this Krennic now has a spider droid coming at me, which I told you last video, last game, I'm not scared of it. So he places unique down. So my T70 takes care of his unique in one fell swoop. So I just go ahead and nuke it, and I can go ahead and take care of this spider droid. I die, but my partisan basically does a crap ton of damage to all of his push, even though he has higher level cards. I put Phoenix Squadron on top so he can't escape in case he doesn't take my tower, which he didn't. So I go ahead and snipe it, plus let Phoenix Squadron do some damage, and now I'm starting to poke the other one with my rocket trooper on the bottom. And again, this looks really complex, but if you're a seasoned Jyn player, this all makes sense to you. So he took one tower, but I already have quite a number of damage on his other tower. So I have POW and Phoenix, or my Rebel Troopers just hanging out. I can place POW down whenever I want. I can airstrike him whenever I want, which is what I'm going to do, because I slowed him down enough where he couldn't really escape. So I can go ahead and poke his tower, which is the whole point of Jyn. You want to keep hitting the tower with your sniper because it's so much damage. That's the whole point of like why she can snipe, is so you can hit the tower over and over. Sometimes you can get away with hitting with leaders, as you've seen. I've sniped the Seventh Sister, and I sniped Maul when I needed to. But so Krennic's going to come in. I'm going to put Phoenix Squadron on the right to do a ton of damage, and the middle member of Phoenix Squadron does a lot of area of effect with that shotgun. So now if this Maul, or if this Krennic really tries to come in, I have POW, I have Phoenix Squadron. I don't care if I die. I don't think I'm going to lose, because POW slows everybody down. So now the Krennic has died, and then we go ahead and take out this little infantry turret, and that's basically game. I say good game immediately. But yeah, I mean, I won that one. So this Jyn deck's really good. Again, basically the whole point of the deck is POW slows down enemy organic units. Rocket Trooper is there to sometimes just bait them or get chip damage off, or after you kill a leader, it's always smart to play it. This is just like fodder. Phoenix Squadron, I try to play at the top of the lane if the leader rushes in, so then the Phoenix Squadron is pointing down and shooting anything at the push, especially with the middle member that does... Is it Phoenix 1? I don't remember which one it is. Damage per second. It doesn't say which one it is. But one of the Phoenix members does like a shit ton of damage. And then Partisan, obviously, to rip through a lot of area of effect stuff, or the Spider Droid or Battle Droids. Ion Mine and T70 because they're the best AoEs of the game. But this is just my Jyn deck I've been playing. As you can see, I've won quite a few games with it. Like, I lose to some things. Like, I lost to this Grand Inquisitor that I killed 5 times, but it's just impossible. I lose to some other things, but it's a fun Jyn deck, so if you want to see it, just try it out for yourself. Just make sure you keep your heavy-hitting units around to try and trap the leaders, and yeah. But Happy New Year's. Thank you, everyone, for watching. May the Force be with you. I hope you continue watching. This is Shawners, and may the Force be with you.